What's up everyone, Coach Laxbog here. Today is the video I promised you last week. I promised to show you what you should be doing with your college highlight video. Now, we saw last week kind of what I did 20 years ago, and it was not the best of ideas. If you didn't get a chance to see that, check the description out below. Oh, it's something else. There's some good stuff. There's some great stuff. There's also some really embarrassing stuff, but that's not what we're talking about this week. We're talking about what should you do with your video. And right now I broke it down into 5 key things that you should be doing when building your highlight video. 1, you can do it. That's right, you. I'm talking about you. You individually can do it. You know what it takes to be a great lacrosse player. You know all the different skill sets that are important to show. If you don't, we'll talk about those a little bit later. But you are the one that wants to go through this because you care about your future more than anybody else. So spend the time yourself and do it. Video editing services are out there. They will spend the time and put it together for you. But when they have 10 or 12 or 100 of them to do you think they really care about every single little video clip the way that you're going to care about it? I don't think so. So spend the time yourself. Find all the clips from all the videos. It's going to take time. It is going to take time if you want to do this right. Pull the best highlights you've got and throw them into this video. You need to do it because you are the one that cares the most about your future. Now that you're doing it, you want to pull the very best clips for the beginning. Start strong. You want that first clip to sell, right? Think about it from a TikTok standpoint. That first 6 seconds or so has got to be awesome, maybe even the first 3. Make that first video your best video. Give it that big old hook that's going to make them say, oh, okay, let's see what else he can do. So now that you've got your first play under wraps, which is probably you scoring a goal, most times it's going to be that way. If your defense, maybe it's a fantastic takeaway check. Now you want to show some of your versatility in that you can use both hands. So those next couple of clips, let's interchange right hand, left hand goals, okay? Let's change it up so that way they can see not only are you fantastic on one highlight, but you are a well-rounded player that can do everything with both hands. That's going to be crucial for helping you get it recruited. The main thing a coach wants to know is, I can rely on this individual to win their one-on-one matchups. Focus on you winning your one-on-one matchups, whether that's offensively or defensively. Win your matchups. Show us clips that you can do that. Show your versatility, scoring with the ball in your stick, scoring when you're off ball, off of a great cut. Show me that you can assist, you can feed people. Show me your transition game. Are you smart in the transition game? I want to be able to see you processing the field, running down the field, creating opportunities for your team, starting a break. Show me your stout 1v1 defense. Attackman, you could show riding videos. Midi, show the one-on-ones. Defense, of course, most of your videos should be focused on 1v1s, but there's other things to show too. Show me that you're good in the hot. Show me that you're a good 2-slide. Show me that you know what's going on the field at all times. I want to see everything you can do, not just one thing. Coaches don't care that you can score lots of goals. Scoring lots of goals is great, but what do you do off ball? How do you help your team? How do you set up the play? Show these things. GBs, show that you're willing to scrap it up for some ground balls. Show me, mix in a few ground ball highlights of you getting in there and getting that ground ball. I'm not necessarily talking about you blowing people up. I want to see you scrapping for a ground ball, not giving up on the play, because that tells a coach a lot that you are definitely a team player that is willing to go hard for the team. Editing, probably the first and foremost and most important thing you should be doing is make sure you highlight yourself. I'm not talking about crazy over editing production here, but start by highlighting who you are, because the coach needs to know who are they supposed to look at on this film. Hopefully your films are from about half field, maybe from the furthest person in to the last person out type deal. You can see pretty much most of the half field so coach can get a sense of what's going on. You need to make sure you spotlight yourself so they know. But don't go crazy with the editing. We don't need lots of words and text and slow-mo features. No, we don't need all of that crazy stuff. Show the clip, show who you are so the coach knows where to look. Speaking of editing, make sure the highlight's the highlight. Don't add too much film in there. We don't want to get crazy showing all the build-up and all the play. I did that a lot with my video. There's no need to show all the build-up. Get right to the point. Show me the highlight specifically for you from that small clip, and let's move on to the next one. And lastly, with editing music, Music is not important. It may be important to you, it is not important to the coach. But let's just put it this way. Music's not necessary at all. You can put music on there, but if you put the wrong music on there, it is only going to hurt you. Swear words and whatnot, unnecessary at this point. Make it a nice, clean edit. They want to see the video. They don't want to hear your music selection. With editing, it should be something like 5 minutes long. Target something around 5 minutes. You go too much more than 5 minutes, you're probably showing too much stuff. You should be able to capture everything you can do within 5 minutes. And if you're kind of down at 3 minutes and you've only shown like 1 or 2 games, you're probably not showing enough versatility. They want to see you being good across multiple games. So pull from multiple games and aim for about that 5-minute mark. That seems like the magic number. And lastly, number 5, as you go through this whole process, make sure you're picking the right competition. What I mean by that is, okay, you could have some JV clips in there potentially. If that's what you've got, that's what you've got. But make sure it's good clips. We all know those teams where we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals, and you could have had 20 goals if the coach lets you keep going. Those are probably not the games to show. Those aren't the ones you want to show the highlights from. Coaches can tell the competition level just by watching the film. If this guy's not playing great defense on you and you smoked him, that clip's not going very far. So if you've got great opportunities where you're playing in club, in travel ball, and you're playing against good known teams, maybe a good clip to throw in there. Look for extra clips out of that one versus the one from your high school team or your town team where you're just smoking somebody that's their very first year for lacrosse. That's not good for you. Find the best competition you played, the best clips from that, put those together, and that's what's gonna make your highlight tape even more awesome. So there you go, those are your 5 key tips to making your college highlight reel. If you learned something this week, make sure you hit the like button for me, hit that subscribe button as we continue to come out with awesome lacrosse content. If you didn't see that video from last week, make sure you check out the description below. Whew, it's a doozy. So just like in editing, as we say around here, don't forget the little things. How many of you even know how to operate one of these? I think I see it.